Haha. My mic was muted. Hi, everybody. What's up? Thank you so much for the oop, hang on. Don't look. Thank you so much for the anniversary stuff. What's this? Why is Fugi being dumb? I'm just gonna hide. What? Oh. I'm not doing anything with Fugi's right now, so it's probably fine. But hey, thank you guys. Oh, right, I should quack. I should actually log us in, huh? What do you mean you transed I? Did I miss it coming out? Or is this a joke? I can't tell. Okay. You guys made me look at Discord to be like, did I miss something? But okay, in that case, what did you guys do? All right, and we are good to switch over to the game. Why is Fugi? Hang on, let me check something. Why is Fugi being stupid? Why are we getting weird little loading circle? It doesn't completely matter. I'm not... Is it because I'm not logged in? Or that shouldn't be the case. What's going on, Fugi? Weird. All right, I'll have to troubleshoot that later. Also, let me check something real quick. That's not what I wanted to check. Okay, cool. It did not disconnect me from Twitch this time. Pay no mind to the woman behind the mirror. All right. Tap back over to the game and let's get started on some MSQ because we did a bunch of side quests last night and there'll probably be more later. But in the meantime, what's up, Growing Way? Growing Way has been, or is keen to put his recent mishap behind him. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how to save us, many of you as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But the one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. I mean, yeah, if you don't tell us we're in danger until it's too late. Heidelin. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, or the food, or the clothing, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. Like what? You've already had a look around the Curatorium. I sure did. But wait until you see what's waiting for you on the east end of the borough. Follow me. As previously established, you guys are very bad at this. All right. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's staying cool and keeping hydrated. Good, you're here. Through this door is greatest Endsvale. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand the people of Aetheris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll to the fountain? This way. Boy, I can't wait to see this gorgeous, beautiful garden and the opportunity to walk among nature here on the moon. I'm sure it'll be lovely and green and verdant. Yeah, if I was stuck in this, as a refugee on this thing, I'd probably just stay in my quarters the entire time and be depressed, honestly. The sad part is we know there's some genuinely nice looking areas of nature on the moon. Like if you've done any lunar exploration, or not lunar, cosmic exploration stuff, there's some kind of nice stuff. They could have taken the plants from out there and just cultivated them in here. And that would have been better. Not the best, but better. So, what did you think of the forest? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I didn't see any. Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there are... 'Tis as transcendent as burying your face in a chocobo's plumage and taking a good long whiff. Oh, God. I'm not gonna go that far, but, I didn't see any... Wait, you don't mean those crystals out there are... Right you are! Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eye can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'd find in a forest on Aetheris. The fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. Hey, Growing Way. What you're basically saying is your collaborators gave you at least kind of a how-to of, this is what forests are and nature, and this is vital for people's survival and mental health, and you decided, let's make the water crystal round. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself. And now I really wonder what would have happened if I had told them that, like, it was comparable to taking a whiff of a chocobo's butt. Would they have accidentally taken that as a compliment because they don't know what a chocobo is or how smelly they are? Feeling tense, Shizude? Why not stretch and relax? Yep. Big stretch. spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone out from Aetheris. Could we maybe... Yeah, sure. You will? Oh, be still my quivering whiskers. Game, seriously, you do not need to explain it every single time. Ah, nothing like a relaxing stroll to forget one's worries, eh? I mean, I feel like the complete lack of nature and how sterile and mechanical isn't the right word, but completely inorganic this place is only reminds me more of my troubles, honestly. I was thinking, Shizune, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiark, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some aspects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. 6,000 years, and you spent it on this place instead of, I don't know, reacted or otherwise trying to prevent, you know. Ask if you can taste the rainbow crystal. What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with crystals on Aetheris, but we don't eat them, and certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Aetheris. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. But put simply, the Aether conditions are ill-suited to growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiark in check. Wouldn't Zodiark's presence here have, like, also, please excuse me, wouldn't that have, like, balanced things out? Or, oh man, imagine if, like, we'd had the moon and it had mostly been barren, but then, like, the area around where Zodiark was actually imprisoned did have a bunch of life as, like, a side effect of his presence. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? It certainly wasn't work you'd dare rush, either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was that brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt. When that bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris. The Elegance mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiark. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Hang on, you guys halted all productivity just because... Why didn't Heidelin just tell you from the beginning that everything was fine? She should have known it was the Elegans. Also, if you thought it was somebody colluding with Zodiark, shouldn't that have made you guys more determined to get your work done? Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Oh, those are supposed to be trees? I thought the only trees were, the little... They're not easily visible here, but... Oh, those things. I thought those were supposed to be the trees. These are supposed to be trees? They look like water silos. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun. And so, or do so better even. Look, I may not be the best at raising my plants, but I know a tree when I see one, and that ain't a tree. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful toward your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation of it. Okay, how's that going to affect our vitamin D productivity and stuff? Because that's part of what those dangerous rays help us with. You know, it's just a matter of finding the right balance between the sunblock and getting a proper amount of sun. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest is truly the greatest. How about we take a field trip to the Black Shroud? And you can see for yourself how much you fucked up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. Like, man, at the risk of making it seem like I'm throwing shade, you know what this reminds me of? This place reminds me of, like, going through Indiana, where it's all factories and stuff. There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right. The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago. And with that, the most important features were fit for purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Were our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Aetheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Heidelin would find someone who could help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak with them, or to them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens, and a means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years later, or after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. Why are you nodding? No, I'm not. Your apartment is in the Black Shroud, ma'am. You like nature. I knew you would like Greatest Endsville. I knew it. Thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it meant a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour? Shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why we'd need you'd be there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you all are more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now, come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you'll excuse me. Huh. What do you suppose has suddenly tickled his fancy? 'Tis clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Aetheris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. The final days will make brave fools of us all. By now, Thancred can tell when his friends are up to something. Did Urianger seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Yushtol and I will remain here and see what else we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. I just gotta step away for like a few minutes. I will be right back, guys. It would help if I unmuted my mic. Okay, there we go. We are back. Everything is good now. Arianje usually puts up more of effort into concealing his clandestine endeavors. Or perhaps he's simply given up on trying to hide it, knowing we'll find out eventually. In any case, that he acts with good intentions is plain. So please, give him the benefit of the doubt. Better for only one of us to go, in case it's a delicate matter. Hopefully, I'm overthinking things. Yeah, hopefully. What am I doing? I can just hit return. Now, where, oh, where could he have gone? Oh, there he is. You would think with my use of mounts and teleportation, I'd be able to, like, catch up with him. Arianje appears to be heading towards the entrance to Bestway's Burrow. Okay. Arianje ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. I just realized I haven't been very good about... Yeah, I know how this works. Thank you, game. But, Alright, so there's an ether current nearby, apparently. There aren't any good, like, hiding places around here, so I guess this is just about keeping my distance, huh? This boulder should give me some cover. Nope, you can't see me, I'm just a rock. Oh. Nope. What? Why were you able to see me? What are you talking about? Was I supposed to stay hidden here? Can I use Slither to... Nope. Okay. Let's try that again. Can't see me. Just a rock. Just normal ass rock. Moon rock. Uh-huh. More rock. And then he's gonna turn around. Nobody's here. You're hearing things, Arianje. I'm not here. Even though surely if you saw me behind that other rock, you must have seen me behind the first rock, right? I swear to God, if you see me behind this, I'm gonna be so mad. Nope. Nope. Okay. These things are so tiny, and I have so little faith in their ability to actually give me cover. Aha. We did it! First try. Totally, definitely first try.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Oh, yeah?
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume?
I did.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Yes, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Minfilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain, brokered by my hand, were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter.
You say the Scions as if you weren't one of the people robbed by it, Urianje.
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians.
Urianje, you weren't even there for that. You can't blame yourself for that.
In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today.
Urianje.
Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else, same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning. One which must never again come to pass. thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Sometimes there's no right answer. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect those you can. Would that we had time to weigh the costs. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can. Save as many people as we can, and hope that
Sage
we
counsel indeed.
Choose the option that saves the most people. So what are you going to do?
I see. Wisdom as befits
Oh.
a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
That's because I don't think it's ever happened.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. Bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before, and today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and her barrel! No matter. We've got our plans.
In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own. A plan which may pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in mine endeavor? Arianje is quite glad for your company. Thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan, in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestway's Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are all of one mind in our desire to save the people of Aetheris. To make clear our resolve to the Loporrits, I would offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. Okay, and the singular ingredient is something you just so happen to be able to find on the moon? Ah, an abundance of spongoi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiark's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requireth considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Sure. Urianger is wholly absorbed in weaving his enchantment. Until his work is complete, he will need to be kept safe from harm. Alright. Well, I did it. So, yeah. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Urianger is faring. Urianger remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magicked ink, every ounce as efficacious as that crafted by the Pneumo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure in mine own, but it is nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is, admittedly, possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loprits will appreciate. Shizune! Urianger! Oh, thank goodness! I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Shizune. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent, dire even. She was also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Shizune alone, which means, I'm afraid, you must stay behind, Urianger. But worry not. It just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Bestway's Burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loprits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. Well, I suppose I should be going then. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet Y'shtola? That's convenient, suspiciously convenient. How about an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Y'shtola? Yeah, I'm more the person who should be handling the grunt work. Why are you choosing Urianger of all people? No, that won't be necessary. Urianger's help should more than suffice. And I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Y'shtola's bad side by keeping her waiting. She seems prickly. Now, off with you. Worry not, Shizune. I shan't be long. How stupid do they think we are? Everything is all right with Urianger, then. That's a relief. Oh, back so soon? What's the wrong matter, buddy? You look so sad. Oh, Shizune. We thought you would be away for far longer. Livingway told me you wanted to talk to me and it was urgent. A dire emergency. I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Runningway, a companion of Growingway's, apparently has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest? Or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we could wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice and... No? Well, if it's really that important... You can try using these balls of moose flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Runningway's other notable feature is his incessant chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd. And when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Phrasing. Crude, but if it proves effective. He was here in Great Ascendsville when last I saw him. Let us split up and find him. I just want to check and see if Ariane is by any chance anywhere around here. No? Okay. Search your surroundings for a running way. You may move the... Okay, it's one of those. Got it, got it. You said little chatterbox. Gotcha! Oh, that's smart. If it was meant to be a joke, it isn't funny. First try. Running way, I presume? Yes, I'm running way. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? Oh, they knew exactly what they were doing. I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. That's what I was told. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard since I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we've got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Heidelin did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any other Loprit around here. Less, probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they'd better hope I don't get my paws on them. Sorry, I couldn't be more help, but if there's nothing else, I've work to do. And I'm off. I think we need to have a chat with Growing Way. Any luck? I tried near the entrance, but there was no sign of him. Oh no, you caught him? I mean, well done, you. I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? I caught him, but he didn't know what the fuck was going on. So he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. Afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Urianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? He's on an errand for the Loprits. On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway. Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand. What? Now, hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including that pertaining to the final days. Cool. Then how about Y'shtola, who loves archives, goes and checks out the archives, and Thancred and I, who are better at manual labor, go and help out Urianger. But first, if some scheme was afoot, surely Urianger would be the first to see through it. Then again, he does tend to give others the benefit of the doubt. I think he's got his own schemes going on. I'm beginning to grow tired of these games. Me too. But first, we have side quests to do. And I have, hang on. 53 Southwest? Huh? Where? West. Oh, there it is. How do I... Oh, I see. Okay, now what is going on in side quest land? Also, where are we in terms of ether currents? We need one more non-quest one. Then there's the 2 quests, which, yeah, they're right there. And then MSQ. Oh, and there's an ad about to start. I might go grab more food during the ad. But let's see if we can accept at least one quest before. Learning Way is worried one of his fellow Lockrits has met with misfortune. If you're not too busy, might I trouble you to look into something for me? Sure. I recently heard word that one of our fellows is acting strangely near one of the water reserves in Greatest Endsvale. Everyone knows that water is for our passengers to be, and if anything should happen to those reserves, it could ruin everything. I doubt they would talk to me, but I suspect they might be willing to confess their plans if you ask them. You'll help, won't you? Sure. The reserve you're looking for is on the northern end of the Greatest Endsvale. Please hurry before they do anything foolish. Your name is Reading Way. Don't you just love books? I do. I absolutely adore them. They've taught me so much. Don't tell anyone, but they also taste delicious. Why are you reading books? You guys live on carrots. You already have a high fiber diet. Anyway, during the ad break, I'm gonna grab a little sticky stack. Hopefully everybody else goes and does that as well. Get some water, stay hydrated, hug your pets, hug your loved ones if you live with them, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. All right, we're back. Now, hello there, Bouncy Loprit. The Bouncy Loprit would ask you to lend them an ear. Just the person I was hoping to see. I'd like your thoughts on something, if you have a moment. Sure. I mean, impending apocalypse, but sure. As you might have noticed, this park is rather drab as it is now, which is why I plan to plant flowers to liven things up a little. Good plan. Of course, there's no guarantee my tastes are in line with those of your people. We have a most wondrous assortment of plants at Lovingway Starlings, and it would mean the moon to me if you picked which flowers we use here in the park. Sure, finally some greenery. Hooray! To the gardens then. You're going to love them, I know it. Oh, look at these little guys. Something goes bump in Greatest Endsvale, and it has Moping Way concerned. Oh dear, oh my, oh dear, this is terrible! What is? Thank goodness you're here. There's a strange sound coming from the waterway. I think there might be something water regulation system. What if the water starts to flow backwards, or worse? Everything must be inspected from top to bottom. But time is of the essence, and I can't possibly hope to do it all on my own. Not as quickly as I'd like, at any rate. Please say you'll help me. Oh, thank goodness! Look for the water towers to the north, and you'll find the regulators. If you can take care of that, I will see to the rest. We can reconvene here when you've finished. Hang on, I just need to now make the rest of my map orange. Get over here, River. Guiding Way has a request that only an adventurer such as yourself could fulfill. Boy, it's a good thing I'm here then. Ah, there you are. Do you have a moment? While going over the resources sent by our collaborators, I stumbled upon a rather curious morsel of information that wants for verification. Is it true that you procure crafting materials from other living creatures, and thereafter use them to craft without... Roar. Hey, what did you do? Why did I start my stream and Octa and Zev were both like, I has been trans? Whatever that means. Normally I'd be like, oh, he fantasiaed into a girl, but you already play a female character. So it was literally just like you talking about being transparent, like transparency, like opinions and information and stuff, or like you wanted people to be able to see through you. Is it true that you procure crafting materials from other living creatures and therefore use them to craft without using creation magics? It's true. Incredible. I'd like to try my hand at it, but first I'll require materials to craft with. Considering what resources are here in Mare Lamentorum, I thought a Daphna would be the perfect specimen to harvest material from, but I am hardly a hunter. But that's where you come in. Being Heidelin's champion and all, I have no doubt you can handle a Daphna or two. Might I trouble you to bring one back for study? Wonderful! The Daphna inhabit the area around the Lovingway Starlings. If you're looking for a place to start, happy hunting! Anyway, to catch anybody who is just tuning in, Uriande is being sus and we're doing side quests. Ooh, this sounds like it is a quest chain, possibly. Knocking Way would like to call upon a friend. Hail, person! Yes, you! Do you have a moment? Maybe. You see, ever since we awoke for inspection, a friend of mine has been acting a little funny. Funnier than usual, even. I can hear him sighing from all the way over here. I would go and call on him, as I do, but he always insists that nothing's wrong. I think he'd be unable to help himself from opening up to you, though. He has always been ever so fond of people. Would you mind lending him an ear or two? I mean, I can lend him a horn or two. Many thanks to you. My friend's name is Dreamingway, and he should be somewhere nearby. Just follow the lamentatious snuffling. Oh, this is the setup for... Okay. Right, yes. Yes, right. Okay. The brusque Loprit has a mind to do something dangerous, and has clearly heard of your proclivity for recklessness. I hear you have a penchant for excitement and adventure. Is that correct? That's one way of wording it. Then I assume in your travels you have doubtless heard tales of the Alligans. The Alligans, don't get me started. Yes, and nearly everything wrong with the world seems to be their fault. Yeah, that one. Yes, and nearly everything wrong with the world seems to be their fault. Or the Asans. I thought as much. I ask because I have plans to survey an Alligan relic not far from here. The weapons guarding it, however, make it too dangerous for me to go alone. I trust you see where this is going. So, are you interested in a little adventure? Sure. Much obliged. Whoop. Much obliged. Now, let's be off. No time to waste. But I have all these other quests I have to accept. Oh, is this one up? Is that why I'm not seeing it? Or, oh no, it's just over here. Okay. Something has ruffled the fur of this Loprit. Pardon me, could you spare a moment? Maybe. A friend and I planned to go and meet you shortly after we woke from hibernation, you see. But they're the excitable sort, and well, after much shouting and hopping, they somehow ran themselves straight into a wall. They're yet to awake. On one paw, I understand their enthusiasm. We were all ecstatic that our very first visitors had arrived from Aetheris. On the other, they ran into a wall. Yeah, that is kind of a problem. Still, I do feel bad for them, so I want to get them a surprise, something to cheer them up when they awake. I dared not venture out alone, though, so I was hoping you could come with me. Sure. Meet me in southern Mare Lamentorum, and we'll see if we can't find something nice. The sprightly Loprit has lost track of their friends and could use a helping hand. You're that visitor everyone's been talking about. I don't suppose you have time to assist me in a matter of life and death. Matter of life and death? 4 of my friends went out to patrol the moon and mine for ore. They should be back by now, but, well, I'm worried something happened. I can't say I'm too keen on the idea of coming face to face like growth with one of those moving fungi by myself, though. Could you come along? Please come along. Thank you. Let's hop to it then. My friends were headed toward the Phosgrot. Words hard. Oh, over here. The brawny Loprit wants to see you how tough you really are. My, what impeccable timing. I was hoping you might stop by. Oh. As you well know by now, these facilities are built to meet any and all needs your people might have. However, you're not at all what we expected, and I don't mean just your exceedingly diminutive nature. A great number of changes must be made, including our sentry drones. We have no frame of reference for what may pose a threat to your kind, and I believe a better understanding of your strength may enlighten us. I am probably not the best person to use as a baseline for that. Not just your physical strength, mind you, but your strategic prowess as well, which is why I'd like to see how you fare in a fight. What do you say? I say I'm a really bad way of judging that for the rest of the planet. Wonderful! If you could meet me in the Greatest Sunsvale, I'll see that everything is ready when you get there. Okay, and then one more quest. A bashful operate? Hi! Oh, look at you. You're shaking. The bashful operate has a secret to tell you. Oh! Excuse me? You're the visitor from Aetheris, right? If it's all right, I'd like to have a word with you. In private. Go on. Well, I can't talk about it here. Might we step outside of Bestway's Burrow? I'll be waiting for you around the northern end of Mare Lamentorum. Okay. Now, let's go into Greatest Sunsvale and clean up all of those quests. Now we've got a couple of things over here. Nope, I was trying to avoid getting aggroed. No, leave me alone. Okay. Whoa, who are you? What's the matter? Suspicious? Me? But why? I haven't done anything wrong. Arianje was teaching me about telling fortunes, and I've been trying to practice so I could show the others how it's done. In fact, I even made my own tarot cards. Hang on, is that supposed to be pronounced tarot cards? Like tarot? Though they're not quite as fancy as Arianje's. I've tried using them to see what good fortune will come to the people of Aetheris when they visit the moon, but maybe I did it wrong, but the cards had nothing good to say. I got the complete opposite. Yeah, that's kind of predictable, actually. So I thought I'd try again after purifying myself in the water here. That is what you people do, yes? I've read that it's possible to purify oneself using water, but I don't feel as if anything has changed. Maybe I missed a step somewhere. Oh, could you draw the water for me? Coming from Heidelin's Chosen, I'm sure it'd be the most purifyingest water ever. All you have to do is fill this empty bottle with water and pour it on me. Please. The outcome of my tarot card reading is in your hands. Okay, first of all, it's pronounced tarot. Second of all, as somebody who reads tarot cards, them until you get the result you want. That's not what it means to leave it to fate. You hear nothing out of the ordinary. And I'm pretty sure if you try to do that, your readings are going to be less reliable. Nothing out of the ordinary. All right. I don't feel great about running around in what's supposed to be our drinking water with shoes on, but this little fucker's also washing himself in the water, so... A bottle full of cold, clear water. Use. Splish, splash. Ah, how refreshing. I feel like a brand new labyrinth. Already I can feel my spirit overflowing with good fortune. Time to have another look at these tarot cards and see what awaits the people of Aetheris. Wait, you're not even gonna let me sit in on the prediction? Boo! No, let me be there for it when they do another reading and they're like, actually, everything's gonna go awful. You're putting a bunch of refugees on a spaceship that they're not gonna be able to leave once they're on it to get shuttled through space until such a time as you're able to find a different planet that's allegedly habitable for them. Let's get started, shall we? Activating Terminal 1. Begin data acquisition. It's kind of appropriate that they want to evaluate my combat and strategy prowess. And I'm doing this quest on Summoner. You know, the Arcanist job. You certainly have a knack for battle. I can hardly imagine how strong your enemies must be. All the more reason our sentries are in serious need of improvements, huh? Now, might I trouble you for one more test? Hang on, you want to make these things stronger? Shouldn't you make them less of a threat to people? But I can't imagine you'll have much trouble after seeing that first display, but one can never have too much data. Let's try one of our drones from Terminal 2. You worry me. I have questions. And concerns. And notes. If I have any complaints, who do I file those with? And your suggestion box had better not just be a trash can with, like, a piece of paper over it. That was incredible. You haven't been sneaking out any iron carrots, have you? I have no idea, or I had no idea your kind were so fearsome in battle. I mean, it's just me. Maybe we should forget the sentries and have you guard Bestway's Burrow. Hang on, also guard Bestway's Burrow from what? I jest. We would never put our dream of putting you or your people in harm's way. From what? What kind of threats are there? I want to thank you properly, but not here. Let's head back to the main plaza. Hello? You hear an odd bubbling murmur. This machine seems to be malfunctioning. Well, did you find out what what that good for nothing was up to? Fortune telling. Oh, really? Well, that's actually quite admirable. Making such efforts to understand the culture of Aetheris. That said, I'm not sure one is meant to redraw cards until they find a desired result. That's what I said! Or perhaps I misheard how fortune telling is meant to work. No, you didn't. Maybe I should go and talk to them about that. Then again, there's been no harm done and they mean well. Perhaps I'll discuss the finer points of card reading with them another day. Thank you for looking into this. No, they are in fact objectively doing it wrong. This isn't D&D. You don't get to roll or use it or I'm sorry, not even D&D. This isn't Baldur's Gate. You don't get to hoard inspiration and then use it to reroll until you get the result you want. How did everything look on your side? A murmur by the northeast gate regulator. I think I know what the problem is. We released fish into the river so that our guests could go fishing, but they're likely attracted to the heat of the regulators. Not to worry, this is but one little bump on the road to building a fantastic recreational facility, and thanks to you, the path forward can be made smoother. When our work is finished, I hope you'll visit again and make the most of what we can or what we have to offer. This quest is over here. The moon will be as safe can be once the drones are refurbished. And thanks to you, I have all the data I could ask for. Though I did read something a touch concerning in one of the books our collaborators sent us. Something about certain drinks you imbibe that make you a threat to yourselves and everyone around you. I hope our drones will be prepared for such an emergency. At any rate, I better get back to work. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this. A small token of thanks for your help. Wow, you know it'd be wild if they did an expansion someday that had a theme of it being a cautionary tale about being overly reliant on drones. Wouldn't that be just out of this world, guys? Wouldn't that just be so funny if they ever did something like that? Okay, I'm done being a little shit for now. Now, how do I go? Oh, I see. Okay. I go over here by going here. You really came. Good, good. So you see, the thing is, there's someone I want you to meet. He's not like the other Loprits, which I guess is why he lives so far removed from everyone. He very much enjoys his privacy and will only show up if you speak his password first. The password is, going my way. Think you can remember it? Going my way. Those thunderous footfalls and sonorous tone aren't at all like a Loprit. Who goes there? It's me. I brought someone I'd really like for you to meet. Very well. You may enter. The Loprits are slowly going squeakier and squeakier. Uh-oh. Go on, talk to him. He doesn't allow just anyone here, you know. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Going My Way. A rather odd name, you might say, but I can think of nothing more apt to describe the way I choose, nay, the way I was born to live. Ever since the 1241st inspection, I have longed to be free, so I stopped using the hibernation chambers and came here to live in secret and solitude. I found him here by accident one day, when out searching for supplies. I promised to keep it secret, and we've been friends ever since. I made an exception for you because, well, he likes rare and unusual things, and you're by far the most rare and unusual thing I've ever seen. I mean that in the best possible way, of course. A visitor from Aetheris, at long last. I bid you welcome to the moon. My friend here tells me you're an adventurer. Ah, what a life that must be. I too yearn to journey in search of the unknown. And to that end, I have labored to build a ship that may one day take me to explore the other side of the moon. And I hope he makes it there soon. Ah, speaking of which, I'm sure he was busy at work before we barged in here. We should probably let him get back to it. Hang on, is this? No. I feel like this should have been the lead up to cosmic exploration. You're more than welcome to visit again and join me on my voyage once my vessel is complete. Like, how is that not super thematic to the whole moon aspect of cosmic? Northeast? So, this way? Is it on this little ledge here? North and east, right? So... Nope. Why do I not see it? Huh? Oh, it's on the other side. And I need to go over this away anyway. Oh, these things. All right. Oh, I should probably also have River out for combat, huh? How is his experience gaining? Oh, not bad. Okay. We're getting there. Well, what do you think? In my readings, I found that even a single species of flower can bloom in a number of colors, which is what makes them so appealing. Though it took a little work, these 3 specimens are capable of the same. They're all charming in their own way, but I couldn't possibly decide which is best for the park. Which do you like best? Don't worry about giving a right or wrong answer. I trust your discerning eye. Oh, this one's cute. I like how the flowers are all bunched together. just want to see what the different descriptions are. Good choice. It's so sparkly and pretty. No, the only one that actually pleases me is this one. Oh, I like these too. They're sure to make an impression with the park visitors. Yes. Springy flower for the bouncy loperet. A fine choice. Now let's take a few back to the park, shall we? Do be careful not to drop any on the way. Oh wait, the bridge is over here. And then we move over here, then up here. The crash site is just ahead. If you find anything that may prove useful, I'd be grateful if you could retrieve it for me. Alright. Onward then! After you! Okay, anything else you gotta say for me, bud? Large, isn't it? I wonder what secrets it holds. Let me go inside of it. What if they made going into this ship a dungeon? Because, like, look at how big this thing is. You telling me that there isn't more of it underground? Or that there aren't multiple levels to this thing that we could explore through? Maybe make it slightly a reference to the airships in Final Fantasy XII or something? Or just that one airship thing from Final Fantasy VIII. This apparatus is offline, but appears to be transportable. You place it in your ambiguously sized bag. Thank you for acknowledging the size of my bag, game. It does raise a lot of questions. Oh. Is this gonna fit in my ambiguously sized bag? Oh, no. That should be the least of my worries. Oh, whoops, I made a friend. This bit of elegant technology is certainly fascinating. A shame it's too bulky to carry back. I mean, we tell the Loprits about it, they send a retrieval team. Profit? Maybe some of the Loprits can learn how to fight and they can handle their own security, or they can bring one of their precious security drones with them. Ah. A moment longer and that drone would have alerted more. Now, did you find anything of interest? I did. Oh, let me have a look. No, you're right. it must wait until we get back. I don't remember saying that, but okay. All right, now how do I... what do you mean I can't? Oh, I guess there's a giant cliff there, huh? I guess I have to backtrack and go around to get to... Wow, what a great, not at all annoyingly designed map. Still not as bad as Sea of Clouds, but that is a very low bar. Please, just let me jump. Just let me... Wait, did I miss the... Oh, I see. I hope. Here? Is that a place I can jump, I see? No? How do I... Huh? Do... I know there's a way of getting there on foot. I just need to figure out what that way is. Or do I just need to straight up rely on Argos to get over there? Oh, wait, no, here we go. It doesn't show up on the map, but never mind. I thought these two areas were connected. Huh? Is this app literally, like, see, if there is a way over there and it's not just like literally cut off, this is why I don't like the fact that they have Argos carry you, because if there is a way to walk over there, I don't know where it is because I got babied and just carried over here. How did I do this the last time? Did I literally just teleport over to... I might have just... Oh, but that's so far. I'm like right there. Why can't I just cross or get across? Man. Fine, I'll ride the stupid dog. Once I unlock flight, it won't matter anymore anyway. But that shouldn't be the philosophy for designing a zone. But looking at this, I think it is just like straight up physically blocked. Probably to prevent people from stumbling across Bestway's burrows before the story wants you to, but there's better ways of handling that. All right, pup. Well, while we're flying, I might as well eat salad. How's everybody doing tonight? Ooh, my mom put some of her homegrown basil in this salad. That's super good. All right. Now, an agitated Loprit. We saw flowers here once when out on patrol. Gorgeous crystalline flowers that grow on the heads of lunatenders. If you were to gift them one when they awake, they'd be over the star. That's over the moon in your parlance. I have to go and deliver our patrol records for a moon sail to the Watcher's Palace. But in the meantime, can I trust you to get a flag, lunatenders? Sure, perfect. Meet me by the striking brand when you have it. Lunatenders are pretty. I think they're cool. The Lunatender hunt in this area is one of my favorite designs from this expansion. Oh, speaking of hunts, hi, pretty princess. What? Are they okay? Sweet Mother Heidelin, I hope they're all right. Are you okay? What? What are you? I'm not slacking. I passed out after a Weeper ambushed me. Yes, that's definitely what happened. If you're looking for the others, they went ahead to survey the Chlorophosgrot and the area around the Cradle of Darkness. I'll get them myself, but I'd get them myself, but I'm much too lazy, that is, exhausted from my encounter with the Weeper. Do you hear intermittent snoring? Possibly. The others are either here or there in the Chlorophosgrot or near the Cradle of Darkness. I'm sure they're fine, though. They're nowhere near as, exhausted as I am. Uh-huh. Exhausted. Right. Don't worry. I believe you. Yep. Okay, if they're not here... Oh, wait. I take that back. This hole sure is deep. Drop a rock in there and you'll never hear it hit the bottom. Oh, it's you! Is something the matter? Eep! Sorry for the bother. I didn't realize I'd been gone that so long. I'll head back right away. Whoop. Oh man, I should have gone into the cave first because now I need to remember where the cave opening is. It is right here. Okay. A sleepy Loprit? Mining makes me so sleepy. Must stay awake. Clang, clang. Oh, is it time to go back already? I hardly got anything done. Oh well. All right. Just gotta kill one of these. I'm sure this plant wasn't here last time. Well, would you look at that? It's made my paw tingly. Numb, even. Surely there's some use for this. Are you okay? Please don't try to eat it. Goodness me, time to go back, is it? I was so focused, I completely lost track of time. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll get some proper mining done next time. I can't feel my arm now. It still moves, so it's fine, right? Right? How far down could that hole go, I wonder? I feel much better after that brief and totally regulation-compliant break. Let's head back to and sift through the spoils of our expedition. I hope they don't think you're impressed by their shenanigans. Honestly. Alright, I guess riding Argos back is the fastest way. So I will do that. Don't mind me just stuffing my face. Alrighty. Now we just have to go up. Oh man, I'm a little bummed that I didn't grow any mint this year. I just had really bad luck with it the last few years. I don't think the variety I was growing was necessarily what I was looking for in mint. Were you able to get a flower? I sure was. Flower taken from atop the head of a Luna tender. Oh, it's beautiful. They've wanted one of these ever since they learned how special flowers are in your culture. Now that I think about it, if they were to receive it from you personally, they might run themselves into a wall again. Or worse. I think I had better give it to them. With your regards, of course. I'll meet you back at the burrow. Alright. And that should be almost all the side quests. You didn't go with me to give them that flower. Just hearing it was from you nearly made them faint dead away. Perhaps I should have waited a bit longer after they woke up. In any case, I hope you'll visit us again. If we can ever break their cycle of excitement and self-injury, I'm sure they'd be delighted to meet you. Hang on. Welcome back! I take it you have a Daphnia for me? Or what's left of one, I suppose. Oh, goodness! Apologies, I've never seen one this close before. Yes, as I thought. The skin is quite elastic. With this, it should prove no trouble at all to produce clothing for people of all sizes. Sounds quite comfortable. Wouldn't clothes like that be a little too translucent? Are you sure the clothes made from that are a good idea? Yeah, wouldn't clothes from that be a little too translucent? Now that you mention it, we'll have to come up with a rigorous dye treatment to ensure the cloth isn't too revealing. In any case, you've been a great help. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this. I mean, you could just wear something underneath it. You just need to be prepared for that. Or don't use it for the whole garment. Use it in, like, places where it won't be such a big deal. The flowers, if you please. There you go. I'm told the people of Aetheris love nature, and flowers are held in particularly high regard. I realize they're not quite the same, but I sure hope these blooms will make the moon feel a little more like home. First things first, I need to plant as many of these flowers as I can. By the time I'm done, our gardens will be a place of joy and wonderment for all. You wait and see. Okay, but hear me out. What about a variety of flowers? Oh, right. That reminds me, there's supposed to be a thing at the Botanic Gardens that I wanted to go to that I'll have to look into. I haven't been there. Like, I haven't been to the Botanical Gardens. It's more in the Chicago suburbs than Chicago itself. I haven't been there since high school. We went for a biology class. Thanks again for helping me round everyone up. I'm glad no one was hurt. They were lucky this time, but with those fungi and other odd creatures out there, I think we'll have to reconsider our patrol routes from now on. For a mercy, there are plenty of places to mine for ore nearby. Before you go, I'd like you to have this. Don't be a stranger. Yes, give me experience. Now, do I have time before the ad starts to talk to the bashful operate? Let's see. Thank you for meeting my friend. He thinks outside of the carrot patch, so it's nice to spend time with him from time to time. But please don't tell anyone. It has to be our little secret. Yeah. I'm so scared to click now. Also, since ads are coming up, oh, there they are. Never mind. Hi guys, what's up? I think I'm actually gonna put up the BRB screen and refill water and get some other stuff done during the ads. So I will see you guys when the ads are over. All right, we're back. So let's talk to the sky. Safe at last. Now, show me what you found. As the program installed in this all-purpose storage and operations device is not currently functional, it is difficult to tell what it does. I mean, I assume it stores things? This is an Allegan decryption unit. With it, we could read Allegan tombstones about history, science, poetry. If we had any, which we do not. An adventure for another day, I suppose. Hey, I might know somebody who I could inflict upon you. Nevertheless, I'm deeply excited by the prospect, as I'm sure you can tell. You have my heartfelt gratitude. All right. Oh, dreaming what? So wait, does this mean you unlock? No. No, you'd have to finish MSQ for the LOP requests to make sense. I was wondering if you'd be able to do them beforehand, because in the past you could unlock. Normally it's as soon as you're done with a zone in, or like at a certain point in MSQ, you can unlock the role quests, or not role quests, the Allied Society quests, but the LOP requests would not make sense without you completing Endwalker. Stay focused, Streaming Way. Sure, you're no working way, but... Hello? Oh my! You're not a Loprit. Nope. That'd be especially funny if I were playing Avira, but... Am I dreaming? Is the day finally here? Am I truly talking with a visitor from Etheirys? Whatever can I help you with, kind madam? One of your friends asked me to check on you. I think I should be asking you that very same question. One of your friends asked me to check on you. Who put you up to such a thing? In any case, I couldn't bother an honored guest with my silly troubles. No, I insist. It's literally what I do. If you insist, perhaps I could share a nibble of what's on my mind. But first, may I ask your name? It's Shizune. Shizune Daskar. A truly spectacular name. I'm sure it speaks to your character in one way or another. If only I could say the same for mine. Perhaps it was a mistake to choose dream from that tome of words. For try as I might, I have no such thing. And seeing everyone else live up to their names since our awakening has only made me more aware of it. The people of Etheirys, on the other paw, seem to dream a great deal. Have you any advice for me? Focus on what you love to do. Focus on what you're good at. Focus on what you love to do. But that's the problem. I haven't that would be. Though my fellow Loprits might. I've known them since, well, since we were created, so perhaps they see something in me that I cannot. With their help, you must be able to find a objectively appropriate dream for me to pursue. You know best what would be of service to mankind, after all. Sure. I'm all ears, so you need only tell me once you've come up with something. Anything at all. Okay. He's no sluggard, I can tell you that. Always happy to lend a paw when there's work to be done. Compared to some of the others, well, let's just say he's a great help. You want to know about Dreaming Light? I can't say I know him terribly well. He's always rushing off on a new task, just as soon as he finishes the old one. I've always thought him a good sort, though. Dreaming way, he can do anything he sets his mind to. He doesn't complain about anything getting his paws dirty either. That said, I'm not sure I can think of anything he's particularly gifted at. Helping people? I'm pretty sure he stays dreaming way, but what if helping way? Did they have out of interest to share? Please say they did. They're very impressed by how helpful you are to everybody. That's more or less what I expected, I suppose. Nice enough, but in no way gifted. Perhaps I was never meant to dream. It's never too late to dream. Don't worry, we'll find your dream yet. It's never too late to dream. You really think so? Goodness, people are truly as kind as they say. In that case, I promise not to give up until we've found my dream. Even if it's the last thing I do. Huh. That got grim. Let's exhaust our other options before we go for anything potentially lethal, shall we? Agreed. Dreaming Way would show you how he spends his day. My warmest and fuzziest thanks for your continued help, Shizune. I was thinking, if the other Loprits can't tell you what I might be best at, perhaps you could follow me around and see for yourself. My primary work includes gathering materials, equipment maintenance, and, most importantly, carrot production. All indispensable to our day-to-day operations, as I'm sure you agree. As for what to show you, perhaps a spot of foraging? Everyone likes a good forage. We'll need to go and see Thinking Way in Greatest Innsvale first. They're the Loprit who allocates this sort of work. I'd hate to step on any toes. So what you're basically saying is you do a little bit of everything, and you don't even have, like, one specific focused task. Yeah, you're really good at helping people. Thinking Way always has some manner of vegetable, mineral, or ooze of indeterminate origin they need in need of gathering. I see you have a rather special companion today, Dreaming Way. What's the occasion? Oh, nothing important. She's simply here to observe me as I go about my day. Speaking of which, are there any tasks in need of doing? As a matter of fact, there are. Building Way is in need of more crystals. Could you perchance mine some? But of course! I suppose he'll want the usual assortment. Right then, it's off to Vallis Vulnerus. I'll go on ahead and look for a suitable deposit of crystals. Might I assist you with something? Offers to assist me with something, doesn't even give me the chance to actually ask for anything. Wait a minute. Uh-oh, is it? Oh, I see. I'm just gonna make this easy for myself. Relatively speaking. Also, I think I have all the... Yeah. No more ether currents on the moon. I know I saw... Oh, it's back here. Whoop. There it is. There we go. Over here. Ah, here we go. Okay. Aha! You found me. Yeah. Truth be told, while I was waiting, I felt an itch to get started, and, before I knew it, I'd gathered all the crystals Buildingway will need. I have a feeling he could use some in sand as well, though. So why not collect it while you were here? I'm sure one bit of gray sand looks as much like the rest to you, but trust me, the gray sand here is the best. It's simple enough work, so would you care to join me? Sure. Splendid. I'll let you have the deposits right outside the grot. Those are always so delightfully gritty. Return here when you've filled a bag or two. If you get confused, just think, is it gray? Is it sand? That will carry you through. Right. Is it gray? Is it sand? I don't know, guys. We might be a little hard pressed to find gray sand here on the moon. Okay, oh, River. Make things faster for me, please. How was the sand? Sure was sandy, coarse sand obtained from the lunar surface. Lovely as ever. Buildingway will be delighted. We should make our delivery to Thinkingway as soon as possible. That's when there's a moldy carrot. Ew. Reporting in is an important part of my duties. You should try it. I mean, I'm very experienced with reporting in when doing quests for people. Ah, that was efficient. Did you manage to procure what I asked for? And more. I thought that Buildingway might want some of that oh-so-sandy Vallis Vulnera sand, so we went ahead and gathered that too. Now that you mention it, he did ask me to procure some gray sand. Heavens, it would have been embarrassing if I had turned up without a grain. Do you remember what he needed it for? I vaguely recall mention of a pit full of the stuff. Apparently, the children of Aetherius enjoy such things. I'm more curious about how you were aware of this request. Buildingway said he hadn't told anyone but me about his latest project. Well, I must have overheard you two talking when I was out collecting crystals last time. Given how far the grot is from here, that seems incredibly unlikely. But never mind that. You brought the sand, and for that, I'm most grateful. See what I mean? That's some good sand. Ahem. Now, while enjoying this tiny glimpse of my day-to-day life, did you find any dreams I might be capable of aspiring to? Professional sand acquirer. Professional sandbox filler. Oh, don't worry if you haven't. We've only just begun after all. I really must learn to be patient. Surely the right inspiration is out there, just waiting to strike. Thank you again for gathering that sand for Building Way. Dreaming Way is eager to set about his next task, whatever it may be. Let's waste no time in continuing our work, shall we, Shizune? Thinking Way, have you any other jobs for me? I suppose there's a caretaker that wants for repairing. If I recall correctly, the particular parts you need will be over at Heimdall's last site. I'll get right to it. It looks like we are on maintenance duty. Join me at Heimdall's last site as quickly as you can. I imagine Dreaming Way will be at Heimdall's last site by now. It's not that he's that much faster than the rest of us, but he's impossible to slow down once he sets himself to a task. All right, off we go. All right. Yeah, I want to go over this way. There you are. I was beginning to worry you'd abandoned our quest. No, to the Heimdall. Follow me. Oh, it's called the Heimdall? I assumed Heimdall was somebody's name. According to our records, this vessel landed on the moon about 5 years ago. It's been a wonderful source of spare parts. And also of horrible mechanical monsters, but never you mind that. I've been here countless times by now, so you can leave the salvaging to me. Simply relax and enjoy the view. Enjoy the view of you getting attacked by something, possibly? Oh, boil my carrots! This colorful expletive is followed by the telltale screech of a loprit in distress. Perhaps you ought to check it on Dreaming Way. Yeah, gee, how could I have ever seen that coming? What a surprise. I am shocked. Easy peasy. You okay, little buddy? Thank heavens you were here. I tried to run, but I tripped. That gray sand is not nearly as pleasant when it's in my mouth, let me tell you. And here I was hoping to show you what a competent and capable worker I could be on my own. I did manage to get the parts we needed, though. So all's well that ends well. Meet me at the can't fix that caretaker. As you can see, this is the caretaker that needs our attentions. Uh-huh. The poor thing's not even able to move right now. But it'll be good as new once I'm done with it. Uh-huh. Did you guys just take elegant robots and stick bunny ears on them? Shift this over there, stick the thingamabob in the what's-it, and... restored in pristine condition in no time at all. Good job! Most lockworts know enough to make similar repairs. Repairs, though. It's really nothing special. And I cannot even imagine how one would go about building such a machine from scratch. No, something tells me my dream lies elsewhere. I suppose that's more than we had to go on before, though. Not to mention that there's still one job of mine that I haven't shown you yet. Would you care to see how we grow carrots? Sure! Well then, let's hop to it. I'd love to see how you guys grow your science experiment carrots. Your carrotments, if you will. Dreaming Way has one last demonstration for you. Well, Shizune, are you excited to learn about the wonderful world of carrot cultivation? Not that there's a lot to it, in truth be told. You simply place the seeds in the machine, water them, and then reap the sweet rewards. So it's so easy that, that anyone could do it. As far as I know, you're an anyone. Why not try it for yourself? Okay. Oh, completing menial tasks is so much more fun with friends. Pray take these seeds and follow me. I do believe there's an open creation station nearby. Oh. Creation station. A bunch of carrot seeds just begging to be planted. Oh wait, I want to talk to Dreamingway first. Go on, place the seeds in here. Okay. Now I plant. That carefree tossing motion of yours seems to have scattered the seeds nicely. Now, of course, they'll need water. Water crystals, to be precise. And this isn't the only machine in need of replenishment. Why don't you pay a visit to the sparkling supply station over in the northeast corner, and then bring the crate of crystals to the creation station nearby? Okay. Take the bucket of crystals to the carrot. Oh no, is this one of those? Oh, okay. Well, time to make sure I don't get aggroed by anything, because that gets really annoying really fast. I did it. I'm so good at this game. That should be enough to make our carrots grow nice and big. And the machine converts them into water bit by bit, so we never need to worry about that, or that the seedlings are too wet or too dry. Oh, don't you just love that sound? What sound? What? Did you not hear that tone just now? It's telling us that there are carrots ready for harvesting. They're not at this station, but I am certain I heard the joyous sound of two ripened carrots. You may as well see this through to the end. Pulling them is the best part. Wait, is Streamingway not here? Hello? Alright. Oh, I see. There's two of these that I need to pick. Alright. And the other one is all the way over here. Do I smell carrots? That was rhetorical. It definitely smells like carrots in here. I mean, this is the carrotorium. A freshly harvested carrot guaranteed to make one forget life's woes. Here you go. Mouth-watering. That's really all there is to it. And to my days, to put it plainly, I apologize for not being more interesting to follow around. So, have you any ideas for a dream that would suit a loprit like me? Helping people. Or maybe we should consider one of your hobbies. What do you do when you're not working? That one. What do I do? It seems it must, or just wasn't meant to be. I should never have taken such an extraordinary name, being so very ordinary myself. If only I had some sort of skill to set me apart from the others, aside from hearing things no one else does, I suppose. Good ear, eh? Or, do you like listening to music? I think I'm gonna go with that one. I've read of this music of yours, though I'm afraid I don't understand why you all enjoy it so much, or why you must write it down in such cryptic ways. What are you two up to? Shizune was just suggesting that I put the dream in dreaming way through the pursuit of music. Music? I can't say I'm familiar. It's thing that makes ear good. Yes, we loprits can do something similar. A whole lung, nose, face thing. Look, let's just try it and see how it goes. Come on, Knocking Way. 1, 2, 3. The hum. They hum. Goodness, that's terribly fun. I must confess, humming in tandem has a certain charm that snorting or shrieking does not. I'll be interested in more such music, I dare say. Then that joy to others through music. Who knows? Perhaps I can inspire others to pursue their own dreams, too. We win? What were those noises? What's this all about? Why, the gift of music, of course. Like this. Are they all gonna hum? Ah! Amazing. Oh, somebody hummed himself out. I think I might, or that might be enough musicking for one day. Gotta pace yourself. I don't know how I'll ever thank you, Shizune. You've changed my life. Finally, I can hold my head high, knowing that my heart will guide my way forward. Dreaming Way has a dream! Yeah! They hum, I dance. At long last, I'm living in my dream. I hope that someday I can repay your kindness. Don't worry, I'm sure you will. I cannot thank you enough for helping my dear friend. I hadn't realized he was so upset over not having a dream, of all things. You helped him as only a person of Aetheris could. I still have my other tasks to attend to, of course, but I promise to practice every day. Eventually, I want to go beyond just humming and compose original music. When next we meet, I hope you'll once again lend me an ear. Maybe even two. I will lend you a horn. Maybe even two. How many times can I make that joke before it gets beaten into the ground? All right. I'm gonna do a little more MSQ. Just because I think we're pretty close. And then we can continue with more story stuff on Sunday. I do remember what day of the week it was. But yeah. But yeah, let's get to a better concluding point in MSQ and then wrap things up for the night. So, hey, Guiding Way. What the fuck? Yeah, here we go. Heart of the matter. Growing Way is fidgeting with nervous energy, but it is from excitement, but is it from excitement or worry? Oh, what to do, what to do? I promised Living Way I would help, but... No, I promised I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I suspect the Loprits are up to something, but if there's aught to be learned of the final days, I think it best we play along. For now, at least. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it looks like the fastest way will be if we head over to the teleporter. Actually, yeah, if we head up to the teleporter, because those are not stairs. That is the platform that Living Way gave her speech on. All right, now we go up. And we go over here. The architecture of this place is impressive, though more than a little confusing to navigate. Is it too much to ask for clearly marked exits? Or a map, perhaps? I mean, I have a map, and it only helps so much. What other knowledge do you suppose we could glean from their archives? The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll have to go and find whoever has the key. Okay. Growing Way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must ask quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Aetheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you've found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, Lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Urianger. He understands what is at stake. What must be done? I fear you've misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Aetheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Aetheris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. How are you guys planning on stopping us from just teleporting? If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Like, I know Urianger can't teleport, but the rest of us can. Hello? Also, like, yeah, they could overwhelm me with numbers, but what do 3 of them expect to do against me when I just fought Zodiark? And they know I just fought Zodiark. Oh, just one of you? Oh, it's Growing Way. Okay. Sorry, little buddy. Trying to lock people away and hold them hostage, even if you call it love, is still a really awful thing to do. Okay. We're safe. There you are. Didn't rough them up too badly, did you? I did my best to hold back. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find Urianger.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least. Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loperids were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe.
No.
If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your entire plan hinges on abandoning the planet and the reflections, and we're not going to do that.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway! Baby!
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words.
Nice save.
A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium.
Aww.
An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
Heck yeah.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Oh? That flower. Heidelin gave it to me. How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. Oh, I'm gonna snooze this. Hang on. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
None of you guys were being subtle.
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Agreed. Where are we located right now? Ah. I chanced to spy across the chasm, and I feared something was amiss. But it is well, and more importantly, I have been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Alpus close, and its light will be your guide. Actually, you know what? It's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna wrap up here, actually. And we will... Because that cutscene is actually a perfect place to stop, honestly. So yeah, we will reconvene on Sunday, starting at 4:30 Central Time. In the meantime, also be sure to tune in on Friday for Friday Night Rights. That starts at 8 o'clock Central. And as always, I also stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays starting at 7:30 Central. Be sure to join the Discord for updates about what's going on with the channel. Also, I have a schedule graphic now, so be sure to tune in on, or like join the Discord, follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr for updates on that. In the meantime, thank you everybody so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch. If I am at 100 subs at the end of July, we will be doing a repo stream. Also, right now, I am doing the Endwalkathon, where for every sub I get while I'm playing through Endwalker, I have to walk a mile. So yeah, do it for fitness, do it for the spoops. In the meantime, let's find somebody to raid. Who's streaming right now? Let me see. Are there any sprouts streaming Final Fantasy XIV that we can raid? Oh! Yes. We've got somebody doing a Heaven's Word. All right, yeah. We're gonna raid Outlagged. Oh, let me, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna raid Outlagged. And until I see you guys again, I hope you have a good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Bye-bye.